Hi everyone, this is Gina Cinnamoni from Bellamontiart. Welcome to this YouTube channel because today I'm going to show you how to apply to World Art Guide 2023. So let's start by going to bellamontiart.com, and here you can see in the beginning the next exhibition that we have in the gallery. And here's for the artists. Here's a section for art lovers, art collectors and galleries. But you're going to go to art books in the menu. You can click art books if you want to read something about them. You can here see Nordic Art Guide, the latest Nordic book that we have made, European Art Guide and World Art Guide. So before I tell you how to apply to World Art Guide 2024, I want to go through some benefits of participating for artists like yourself. So something that is very clear that you will gain by participating in our art books is international exposure. So by participating and displaying your artwork, you can reach more than 100 art galleries worldwide, collectors, museums, art lovers, because all the galleries can order our books for free, and then it's also for sale at internet sites such as Adlibris, Bookus, and soon we will also start with Amazon and others online websites that we think might fit this vision. So you will also elevate your career. You get some networking opportunities, which is very much appreciated, especially between the artists. So if you want to connect with fellow artists and get a broader network, then World Art Guide 2024 is something for you. You're also showcasing your talent, and you're displaying your art in a professionally designed book. It's a hardcover book. I can show it here. It's a hardcover book which is big, and it's something that you just don't throw away like this. It's rather something that you put on a coffee table, so you can just show it to your friends, show it to your gallery visitors, or whatever you think is usable. So, and you see on the front cover, we also have, in this version, we have Christina Pettersson, who won the front cover contest. And all of the participating artists will get a chance to become a front cover artist if you'd like to. So let's move on. If you want to apply, which I really think you should, then go to art books in the menu and then click on apply to World Art Guide. It says here it's about to be published in September 2024, and I just want to say that it can be a bit earlier, it can be a bit later, but no later than New Year's Eve the next year, or in 2024 to be exact. So here we have the basic information section, and I'm just going to show you in the form editor instead, because I can't move on unless I fill in everything and upload everything. So here's some information. And if you want to have some more deep information, then you should click here, and you can have most of your question answered, hopefully. You can choose between bronze, silver, gold and premium, which isn't listed here. But the bronze gives you 2 pages with 1 to 2 artworks, and you can choose if you want 1 or 2 artworks, but they are placed on just 1 page. The other page is for presentation, your photo, contact info and so on. Here we have silver with 4 pages and 3 to 6 artworks, and here we also have the opportunity to place 1 artwork on a full page, which in this case would give you 5 artworks instead of 6. It's something that we recommend because it's very aesthetic and it showcases the art in a whole new different level. We also have gold for those who those are really serious about reaching out to just want to do the investment. And if you're a goal artist, you will also be placed in the first section of the book with a full presentation photo, and it's a little more luxury. So as I said before you start the application, make sure you have selected your artworks and know the title, technique, size and year. Also gather 5 of your best merits and a presentation of yourself as an artist in third person. And this means that if you haven't got any merits, then fine, don't write any. But you can use a maximum of 5 art merits. And when it comes to the presentation, let's see if I have the more exact here. If you choose bronze or silver, you have to have a presentation of about 210 to 250 words. For gold, you have 300 to 340 words, and it's all about the logistic of not having a full page all the way down, because it doesn't look good with a packed page. So when you're ready, gather the information that you need, then you can start applying. And here you fill in your name, address, phone, email, and I can't say it many times enough. It's very important that you fill in the correct email address, so please double check it so we can reach you. Website, Instagram account name if you've got it, artist name if it differs from your name that you filled in up here. So it's a name that you're signing your artworks with. It's a name that you always are using when it comes to art exhibitions and so on. And please, we don't accept art by name, okay? Because it looks so strange in the table of contents, and usually you don't say, hi, my name is art by. So okay, you can discuss it with me if you have any doubts about it, but usually art by is not accepted. A personal ID number for legal reasons, if you have a registered business, the name of if you have a business, the name of it. A tax number, if you're located in Europe and you have a tax number, or as we say in Swedish, the momsnummer, then the 25% will be deducted from this price, unless you're located in Sweden, because we have to add tax from Sweden to Sweden. Upload a portrait of yourself, which has to be 2500 pixels. If you're unsure, then send an email to us and we can check it out before you apply. You can send it to Gina@bellamontiart.com. And there's some things you have to think about when it comes to the artist photo, because we are going to cut it. I'm going to show you. We're cutting it like this. Like this. So don't choose a photo where you're standing like looking at your artwork, or because you will have space enough to show your artwork. So you can have it in the background if you want to. It's okay. But remember that this is your face in focus. So look straight in front of the camera, or if you're a little shy, then look down or on the side. But this kind of photo is what we prefer. But if you're a goal artist, then it's a little bit different. Then you can have full body shot if you want to. I can show you some examples. Oh, my hair is here everywhere. Let me show you a good example. I think a full body one. Maybe we don't have it in this. Okay. I'm not going too long, but it will look like this if you're a goal artist. So it's a full photo. You can also have like this kind of photo. You see, it's a little bit different. So let's move on. Let's not stay in the artist portrait section. As I said before, you need to gather information about the chosen artworks. And here you're going to upload your first artwork, fill in the title of the artwork, the medium used, and here I've set acrylic, oil, mixed media, but you can also fill in other medium. And if it's two or more, like acrylic with, let's say, oil, you don't usually mix them, but just acrylic and oil, then it's mixed medium. You don't have to specify, just push mixed medium. And here you have the size in centimeters and year when it was finished. And here's artwork number 2. So you have to upload at least 2 artworks. And then if you have more, then just continue. It's the same way. It looks quite long, but it's easier than it looks, so don't be scared. And here's what I said before about the art merits. No more than 5, and the format must be as following. See what kind of exhibition, the name of the exhibition, where, what place, the city and country. So if it's an art fair, you can say art fair, art Nordic, and if you were exhibiting together with like a gallery, some people are exhibiting with their name I can't remember, but there are a few galleries together as artists, and you can put like invited by and then the gallery's name, like Galleria Sur. I know they come up quite often. So exhibition, the name, if you have got any name, where, the specific location, the city and the country, and you see education, you do like this. Okay, if it's something wrong, then it's okay. We can correct it, but do as well as possible, please, for the sake of everyone. And there's the presentation. You can copy and paste from your Word document. And here you can have an example. Gina Cinnamoni is an artist born 1904. She started as blah blah. When time went, Cinnamoni has blah blah because Gina Cinnamoni and then Cinnamoni. You see, I never say only Gina. I always use the full name or only the last name. But if you have an artist name like Shabamba, then you should write Shabamba every time to keep it consequent. Moving on, exposure level, like we were talking about in the beginning, you have to choose your exposure level. And here it says if you have VAT price, blah blah blah. If you have, don't count on the VAT, but you can read the details. Here, if you want to be a part of the cover contest, which I mentioned before, no extra cost, nothing like that. You just have to provide us with you just have to trust us with the front cover design and blah blah blah. But click in yes if you want to participate. I think I only had like 3 artists or maybe 4 who didn't want to participate over in the contest in 300 artists. So yeah. Have you participated before? This is about discount. If you have participated in 1 book, then you will get a 10% discount. In 2 more books, a 20% discount. Or no, this is your first time. Preferred payment options, choose whatever you like. For Western Union, maybe we will add PayPal. And we prefer from non-Europe countries, but we can discuss it. Invite by, recruited by, it's just for, it's not important, but fill in it so we can have an internal competition, me and my husband. Agreement, it seems long, but it's actually very basic, very things that are quite obvious. Like you have to provide us with the information and we decide the design. We can sell the art guide for 10 years and after that we're only handing them out, but usually we also hand them out for free to those who feel have a need for it. So, and you retain the ownership to submit the artwork, so it's still yours. We haven't bought it or anything. And you have to pay between 60 days from applying, from you've gotten a yes from us. You cannot withdraw the application form because we're starting to processing the text quite what's it called, fast. So so you can say like, oh, I don't have time, or oh, something happened, or oh, I don't want to participate anymore. When you have decided to participate, then you are going to participate. So if something happens, we unfortunately have to send it to payment collectors. So just send it in if you know that you want to be in the art book. And the artist, you have to provide us with the right size. And it says that we can reject you without providing a refund if it's not if the images haven't got the professional feel. But we haven't rejected one single artist. We've always found a solution. Either the artist did, or we did, or together. So just be aware, but don't be afraid. And artworks must be photographed in its original form. This means that no frames should be included unless it's a very part, like some artists spraying their frames like it's okay, but copyright, some people are using like Disney characters and so on, and I know it's very popular when it comes to graffiti, pop art, so on. If someone says, hey, you have printed this copyrighted design, then it's on yours, not ours. If we need to print our cat in 2 separate parts, then we shall do that. Had never happened, maybe will happen, maybe not. And we are printing a minimum of 200 copies, maximum of 10,000, and we will make sure that 100 galleries, art collectors and so on will get information on how to order the book, or we can just hand it out to them. But it will reach at least 100 art people in the business who, it could be, sometimes is mainly Nordic, sometimes it's mainly Europe. Depends on the book, it depends on the world situation, but it will reach the right people in the end, so never worry about that part. Here's this mandatory, we have to send to libraries, it's a Swedish law. And the artist can order from bookstores and blah blah before we let the artist order from us, but we can still send to Swedish artists and maybe European artists, but outside of Europe sometimes it's a real hell to get the books delivered. So that's why we will let people and artists order the books directly from the bookstores instead. So it's a better process for both the galleries, for you artists, for us. So we came up with this solution and I feel confident in it. Let's move on. If the number of participating artists is fewer than 65, we may choose to provide artists with a full refund. We will let you know if this happens. If the artist select the premium category, blah blah, if you've done that, then you have to pay quickly to make sure that you're actually serious. And the last one, we have to provide a tax according to laws unless you have a valid European ID and so on. So just legal purpose, nothing strange. And by submitting this form, the agreement becomes legally binding. By placing a signature below, you have understood and accepted terms stated above. And then a classic verification, then you just fill in smart. And send the application. And let's see, when you have sent in the application, let's see if I can move on here. It will show a thank you message to make sure that it has reached us. Okay, let's see if it works. And I will get back to you in about 2 weeks, maybe earlier. Yeah, it says here, thank you for your application, we'll get back to you in 2 weeks for an answer. So if you want to change something, before people want to change a lot, and with calculated that these changes always delay the book with about 3 months, because if we're going to change presentations, we're going to blah blah blah, which we already started process. It's like a group responsibility to know what you're sending in, that you're fully content, and then that you're really like ready to continue the process of becoming a printed artist. So make sure you have the material and then send it in. So we won't accept changes as much as we did before, for the sake of all of us. And if you have some questions about it, then email to Gina at bellamontiart.com. And if we haven't replied in like 3 days, try again, because sometimes everyone likes to email us and call us at the same time for some reason, so try again. I don't know if there's something more that you would like to know, then please drop a comment. And if you want to have like advice about the art business and how to market yourself and other ways than our art books and our art gallery and so on, then please click subscribe, and will provide us with the things that you need.